Lindsey here. A few days ago, I went to Sam's Club and did our second haul of the month, and somehow I deleted the intro to that video and I cannot find it anywhere, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do another intro right here. But we spent about $250 and stocked up on some more things, but if you're keeping track, we spent $350 the first half of the month. I'm gonna go ahead and share with you what we bought at Sam's Club for the remainder of the month, and also stocking up on a lot of holiday things, because those are coming up, by the way. I'm also gonna share with you a couple of recipes I'll be prepping for some breakfast. I've felt the need to like have some breakfast prepped so I can just throw them in the toaster and then just have breakfast, so I don't have to cook and labor over breakfast every morning when I want to get things done instead. So we're gonna have some of those things to put in the freezer, and then I'm really craving some cheese dip, so I'm gonna show you my family's cheese dip recipe. My brother's probably gonna kick my butt for doing this, but yeah, I'm gonna show you my family's cheese dip recipe. You can change it a little bit. It's one of those that you can make your own. My favorite type of recipes, but I'm about to go make some of that, and we'll probably have some of that with some burgers and stuff later on tonight. But anyway, here we go. But we used to be toilet paper snobs, and we tried this out and we actually really like it. So the Members Mark version of the toilet paper is actually pretty good. We got some more Sun Chips for lunches and things. We still have some left over, but I went ahead and got a different kind, so we'll have a little bit more variety. I got some more bread. We have one loaf left, and these will both get popped into the freezer. I got a couple of emergency things because I have been gone to my dad's a lot doing a little DIY projects and such. So I did get this for the boys in case they have to have it. This will probably last us a good long time because we don't really eat these. We don't eat them regularly. So we got some of these for emergencies. Jay was also having a cereal craving. Fun fact, Ash, our male goat, really loves Pops. Jay and I both got some protein shakes. I like to have them if I just don't feel like eating and I need to eat, like I need to have something so I don't skip a meal. I'll just have these. The Premier are mine. I got the vanilla. And then Jason wanted to try these non-dairy muscle milks because he can't have dairy. It kind of messes with his belly a little bit, so he decided to try out these. So we've never tried them before, but we'll see how they go. And then we're down to our bags of things. We did use the Scan and Go, so it was really easy, but we got more romaine hearts. We finished them last 2 weeks and ended up having to go back to the store for 3 more. So we've been averaging eating 4 to 6 of these a week, but we went ahead and got one of those. We got mushrooms again. These last us 2 weeks. I just put them in the crisper in the bottom. I open this up because I feel like they don't get enough air and they kind of sweat if you don't. But I just open this up and keep them in the crisper in the bottom of the fridge, and they last us 2 weeks, even longer, really. I've never had them go bad. But they barely last 2 weeks. We just finished them yesterday. And we did get some spices this time, which that's kind of what ran our bill up, but we won't have to buy these again probably all year long. But we grabbed some chili powder, some paprika, oops, whoa, and we also got some Tony Chachere's. Now this is what I like to use on everything. Sometimes I say that I use what is that stuff that I say that I use? I say that I use Cavender's, but it's really Tony's Chachere's. I put that in my fry mix. I put it on grilled chicken, everything. So I really like it, but I haven't been able to find it in the grocery stores. I've looked at Kroger, I've looked at Walmart, I've kind of looked everywhere, and they had it at Sam's. It was $4 for this big thing, so I snatched it up. The kids were out of their probiotics. Their multivitamin and probiotic. This is the one that they like a lot. So we got some more of those. Holiday baking is coming up, and I know that the stores will start running out of things. So I went ahead and got my semi-sweet chocolate chips because we are nearly out of them anyway, and I got a big one. I think it was $10 for this big 72-ounce bag. And then we got Old Wisconsin. It was $8 for this. I did want to share something with you because we were there at Sam's Club. We were using the Scan and Go app, and we scanned, let's just say the chocolate chips is one thing that we scanned, and it popped up $19.99.
We only picked it up because it said $9.99.
It did. The tag on the shelf said $9.99 or $9.98. You know how Walmart does it. So the tag said $9.98. So I removed it from the app and then rescanned it, and I made sure that it was the same ounces and everything, but I scanned the tag on the shelf and it came up correctly. So just a tip, you might want to check your app on the Scan and Go. That wasn't the only thing that happened to us. Also, I rang up the orange juice and it pulled up 2, like it counted 2 instead of 1, and it did that with 2 or 3 different things. So just a little warning, Scan and Go is awesome and everything, but you may want to make sure and verify everything before you click that purchase, because I went back through and looked at everything, and that's when I found the doubles that it had added. So just a quick tip, wanted to let you know in case you do Scan and Go a lot, that you need to check it before you check out. Jay and Audrey really enjoy it, so we bought that for them. We were also out of dish tabs, so we went ahead and got the big one because it lasts us at least 3 months, probably more. I got 2 big 4-packs of butter because holiday baking season's coming up and I want to start stocking up because my Sam's Club keeps running out of butter. They don't have the salted in stock at all, which is what I usually use. So I just went ahead and stocked up on unsalted. We got more bacon. Yes, we did get 8 more pounds of bacon. Don't judge. No judgment there in the comments. We have like a couple left in the freezer, but we went ahead and got it because they were running low on that too. We did end up getting 1 more 4-pack of chicken. Last time we only got 1, and we usually get 2 packs of these for the month. They're around anywhere from $10 to $12, but yeah, we just grabbed another one of those. So that's all the meat that we've got. I got this 4-pack of cream cheese. It's like $3.96 for a 4-pack, and this will be used for holiday baking, and they actually freeze okay if you're gonna bake with them. So I like to keep them in the freezer too. Got more orange juice because Jay does drink 1 of these a week. So there's our 2 for the rest of the month. We're out of cheese, so I decided to try this Kerrygold Dubliner. I've never had it before, but we love Kerrygold butter, so we decided to try this one this time. I think I'm gonna like it because it's cheese. If you're from Arkansas and you know about Mexico Chiquito, this was supposed to be a dupe of that recipe. There's just something missing slightly. So if you try it and you know what we're missing, please let me know. But it's very close, it's just not quite there. As always, I will have all the ingredients and the recipe listed in the description box. I'm making a very small portion of this, like a quarter recipe, but the full recipe will be down there. You can half it or quarter it and it still turns out the same. But you're just gonna melt some butter and add some flour and cook that together. I like to whisk it for about 2 minutes. You wanna make sure that your flour is cooked in the butter. Now I'm just straining in my milk, making sure that it doesn't scorch the bottom. I just slowly strain it in and whisk it while I do that. And now it's time for all the spices. It does require some chili powder. I use this chili lime from Trader Joe's just because I think it really tastes good. We'll also be using some ground cumin. You could use cumin seed as well. I've used both and they're both good. I'm using a little bit of cayenne pepper. Also using ground mustard in here, and then some garlic powder. Where you can change it up a bit. We use Velveeta just because it's easy to melt in there, but you could use Gouda, you could use cheddar, you can really use any cheese you want. We basically built the roux first so it'll thicken up on its own, and then you can just add whatever cheese you like in here. We just slowly incorporate it until it's melted, and then we'll add the last 2 ingredients. I'm just gonna add in a hot sauce. I just have some sriracha because that's what I have on hand, but I've used Frank's Red Hot, I've used Tabasco. It's really whatever you have. And then some ketchup. And we'll just stir to incorporate that, and don't return it to the heat. We just took it off the heat already once the cheese is melted. And that is it. We've got some cheese dip. Now I like to serve this up with some leftover taco meat or leftover sausage that I've warmed up, and also some sour cream. It's really, really good like that. Now next we're gonna prep some breakfast. So I'm going out to the garden to grab a bell pepper. Our peppers are still going crazy, but I just grabbed a chocolate bell pepper and a regular California bell to chop up and put in our egg cups. I'm just gonna start out by browning a pound of sausage, and while I'm browning that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up our bell pepper. You can put onions in this too. You can use red bell pepper. It's just green is what I had, so that's what I'm using. I do like to chop these really fine because the kids don't love them, but if you chop them fine enough and cook them long enough, they will eat them and not complain too much. Now you could also throw these bell pepper right in while your sausage is cooking. I just didn't do that for some reason. Once the sausage is done, I'm just going to drain that on a paper towel in a bowl. And then I'll just cook up my bell pepper in the same pan because nobody wants to wash more dishes than they have to. While that bell pepper is getting nice and soft, I'm going to go ahead and grease my baking cups. I've had more success putting the egg mixture in first and then adding the stuff. I just didn't do that this time, but it sticks a lot less for me when I add the egg mixture into the cupcake tins first instead of adding them last like I did here. Building these with the sausage, bell pepper, I'm adding in some cheese, and then I'll add the egg mixture on top. Now you can switch these up and change them any way you like. I really like ham, broccoli, and cheese. I think that's a really good mixture. These actually taste like McDonald's breakfast burritos to me, like just without the tortilla. So try them out and see what you think, but that's what they kind of taste like to me. I messed up and spilled a whole lot of egg. I really hate cleaning up egg and it's so gross. But we're just gonna bake these in a 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. And once they're done, they do puff up quite a bit. So I kind of let them shrink down a little bit, get them away from the sides, and let them cool on a wire rack for a little while before I pop them in a freezer bag. Now when you go to reheat these, I just reheat them from frozen in my oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm sure the microwave would be faster, probably just heat them up for a minute or two, but you'll have to play with that and come back and tell us because I don't have a microwave to test that one out. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Maybe it gave you a few ideas to cook from scratch this week or a few breakfast ideas. What I like about both of those recipes is that they are easily changed. You can make them a lot different just by adding different ingredients. Those are my favorite kind of recipes. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to chat with you in the comments. see your ideas. Maybe you have some recipe ideas or some ways to change up those recipes that I showed you. So let me know down in the comments below. I can't wait to chat with you there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.